subscribers' logos versus DALL-E 2. Who will win? Hey guys, I'm Paterson, and in this video, I'm going to be putting you head to head against AI. So, we have been given access to DALL-E 2, which is great, and I've bought some credits. If you don't know, DALL-E is all AI. It's artificial intelligence, and it's been getting some amazing reviews for how crazy it is. It literally does what you tell it to do. So, let me see if you will be replaced by AI. What I'm going to do is take this dude's logo. I'm not doing it in any order. This is a personal branding. It's a B and a G. A modern logo mark that forms the abstract initials B and G. Let me know your thoughts. So if I put that into DALL-E, this is what I get. So far, this is probably the only one that could work, but it's kind of boring. So company name. You can see how it works kind of. It's a lot better than DALL-E Mini, the mini version of it, but it kind of actually works in some areas, but this would just go up a name. It's having a bit of a hard time here. A B and a G. Well, let's try and do a B and a G monogram. B and G logo monogram. Let's see what it comes up with here. Give it a second. Oh dear, what is that? Okay, so it's interesting as well. So a B and a G monogram, you can actually kind of see it here, but again, in comparison to yours, there's no comparison really. So what I found is you can have the brief, so the thing that you want it to do with the mindset, and it won't actually do it. And I think that could be the way that I'm putting in the description of what I want the AI to do. But nonetheless, we'll keep going. Ooh, this looks an interesting one. Hexa is a worldwide logistical service company. Let's see what AI will do. Okay. Again, I mean, it's a hexagon with spokes in it. This one looks like probably the best one. Let's see some variations. We can press the button variations and it will generate them for us automatically. So far though, it's not looking good for AI with logo design. What I do know though is that AI can create some fantastic logos and some great ideas, but not in this way, I don't think. Okay, so we have some more interesting shapes and patterns. I mean, with this, you can actually come up with something. It comes up with some amazing patterns and some ideas. Okay, let's try a different one. Here's an interesting one. A B58 Labs, a blockchain technology company logo created by nickwechols. Well, I'm going to use you and see what happens. One of these days, I'm going to put it in there and it's going to come up with a logo that is just amazing. Ooh. Now this is surprising. So it's understood blockchain, obviously, it's AI, and it's come up with some really weird visuals. These aren't actually that bad. You see, it's actually created logos that are technically better than amateurs. I mean, you can start to see some of these ideas here. What it's done is it's probably checked other designs with the same keywords. It's got the same color, so we know that blockchain is really used with this color blue. Some really interesting designs. I want to see what happens when we add some variations to this one. Oh wow, this is getting crazy. Okay, so what have we got here? So obviously it's spelled this completely wrong, and there's stuff here, but that doesn't matter. That's kind of like placeholder. Now this is creepy. There is literally an eye in the middle here. I'm a bit creeped out. Okay, so it's generated some other ideas. This one here, that works as well. Okay, so it really likes a hexagon shape. Is that a hexagon? Pentagon? Whatever. Let's go for a logo that's even crazier. What would happen if I was to put a logo redesign in there? If I just took this Inter Milan logo redesign that this dude's posted on the subreddit, shove it in, what would happen? I'm looking forward to this one. If this AI can actually redesign logos, I will kick myself in the face. Okay, I actually did it. So this is Inter Milan logo. This is the redesigns that it's created. That is actually insane. It's so strange. Essentially the composition, I just changed it a little bit. So I'm actually in a bit of shock right now, but what happens if I put Apple logo redesign? I feel a bit scared by doing this now. Okay, well, no, that's fine. Don't worry, guys. What about Adidas? Okay, so it's not really redesigning it, really. It's just messing around with it. Have you seen this? It looks so similar. That is really interesting how it's working. I want to know how it works. Crazy. Let's see about this W lettermark logo. So let's see what happens if we put W lettermark logo. What do I do in between when it's doing this? It's kind of awkward. It's just me sat here. What is this one? There's like a W and then another W in there. That is like an album artwork. I'm not going to lie, that looks pretty cool. So we put W lettermark logo, and what we've got is these weird images here. We've got a reflection of someone there with a W made out of something. Again, it looks like abstract artwork. This one, on the other hand, is actually a pretty good monogram, to be fair. Obviously, it's not as good as your one. I really like this one. I like the retro nature of it, but that is actually not too bad. Right, for better content, let's find something even crazier. Let's go to the top of the week. So we've got a panda logo design here. This is the top of the week. It's been voted 69 times. Let's just copy and paste this in to see what we have. Obviously, it's not going to do well because it's got no context, and it's not like a human where it can gain context. Oh my goodness. I mean, it's very literal. That is interesting. Oh my goodness. I thought this would be more of a laughing thing, but it's not. It's just me getting wowed by these designs. Obviously, you can tell this is AI. It's doing weird things down here. It's using like placeholder templates, I think. Well, not specifically DALL-E. I think it's web crawled through it, and it's put company name here because whenever you put in panda logo design, you'll find stuff like this, you know, all the way through. And it's got the same exact composition. Like you got panda and then something at the bottom. Interesting. Can we make it do a negative space logo design for a panda? It's tried. Oh, that is the creepiest panda I've ever seen. Okay, that's not a winner. Nor is this one. Where's the negatives? It's missing an eye. It's trying though. This one, I don't know what's happened, but it's got the negative space in there. It's just created this little block behind it. Panida. That one's not too bad. If it didn't have this gives you a great idea, a great way of doing it, really. Okay, so this is an interesting one. You've gone ahead and rebranded the Google logo in a hand-drawn signature style. Let's see what this does. How did it do that though? I mean, it's quite impressive at the same time about how bad that is, but it's very literally, it's just literally taken what I've said. It's like the first year of design school or the first time you try hand lettering. Okay, let's just try a redesign of the Google logo. Let's see what happens. Let's see what DALL-E creates. I was not expecting that before though. That is insane. That's so funny. Okay, it's not really done a redesign here. That's not really done a redesign here. That is just the Google logo. Before I go any further, there's one thing that every designer needs, and that's a portfolio. It doesn't matter if you're freelance, if you're just a student starting out, or you work in an agency and you've been doing it for like 30 years. You need a place to put your own work where you can brand yourself. Now, for years, I've been using Squarespace as my personal portfolio. But not only that, you can have a shop where you can sell online digital resources, a blog, a contact page, and also Squarespace has thousands of award-winning templates that you can fully customize without ever having to know how to code stuff. So if you're like me, where you don't know how to use code and develop things, but you can make things look really good on paper like graphic designers do, then Squarespace is the place for you. If you click the link down below in the description, you get 10% off Squarespace with your first purchase, but you can actually use Squarespace before purchasing it, and you can build your website before even paying anything. So click the link down below, build your website, and when you're happy with it, you'll get it for 10% off. Thank you, Squarespace, for sponsoring. Wait, could we do mock-ups? So the Google logo mocked up on a transit van going down the M1 motorway. I spelled motorway wrong. Let's see how well it does though. It should know I've done it wrong. It really does work. That is insane. Apart from it's missing a lot. It's not really Google, but that's actually not too bad. It's just mocked up on there. Some crazy car stuff going here. That is insane. It actually did it. The best logo design ever. I don't know if it'll create anything here. Apparently these are the best logo designs ever, and I don't agree at all. What is it? I mean, that looks all right. Very interesting. So I want to see if it will actually recreate this, like a logotype for the word Sam with English and Arabic. It'll be interesting to see what it comes up with. I don't think it's done anything there. It just looks terrible. Now, for anyone who's coming from the last video we did about AI, you wanted to know what it would be like to get the scroller box logo in there. This is what happened when I put the scroller box logo brief essentially in here. It created these, which is a lot better than DALL-E Mini. The Raspberry one did this. It took the food truck literally, as in it's an actual literal food truck. But honestly, DALL-E Mini is insane. Look at these things that it creates. It literally created this fluff monster. So there you have it, guys. You versus AI. I dare say you guys are still better than AI. If you'd like to be part of any of these videos, or if you've got any ideas for AI videos and design videos, I was thinking about doing like AI versus designer. Like we design a logo and then put it through AI and see what happens. Let me know what you think about that, and I'll catch you guys in the next video. If you don't know, we upload twice a week, every week. Each video is designed to inspire you and to make you become a better designer. So subscribe, join the newsletter, follow me on Instagram and TikTok, and I'll catch you in the next video. See you soon. Goodbye.